So this was actually a test document we had earlier. So this was earlier test document, and we want to make corrections as uh, this is the final. Let us put the final document. So we have just made some corrections, and we are just going to incorporate these corrections into the uh, video shot. So how we can do that is, first before doing that, we have to start the snipping tool, so that let me show in the project. In the project mode, we already have edited this image. I'll just delete this image from the project. So this is the project. We have exported the file, and the file is now into the video shot track 1. We have added this particular presentation, and in this one we will be making that correction. So if you look at the video, see, this is the test document, is the original one, and we actually want to change that to this is the final document. So this is the correction we are going to make. So the first step to make the correction is like there is a tool called Snipping Tool. So just in Windows 10 this is available. So in this snipping tool, start that snipping tool, and then what you have to do is go to new snip, and the entire thing becomes faded. So we'll just highlight what we want to change, and this is the part I want to change. So I just copied it. So this is copied as a file. So I save this as a PNG image, and I just put the file name as edit1, so that the file is saved because it's already existing file name. So I'm just replacing, and any file name whatever is convenient for you, you can give that name. So once you have done that, then come to the video shot, go to the file. Now we have to import the file. So this is the edit1 PNG. We want to make the corrections. Say open. So this came into the project. So now if you look here, this is a test document, and the corrected one is this is the final document. So this has to come exactly at the beginning of the place. So we will just adjust it a little bit more so that it exactly starts. Okay, now this is the place. Let us increase the timeline so that we can actually go very carefully to the beginning of the slide. Okay, so this is there is a gap, so we have to delete this gap, and so we will just go to the beginning of the slide, and in other words, when we play this, so we go to the, okay, so this is the previous one, and we slowly go to the place where we want to. Okay, so we just play and see. Okay, this is the starting point for this slide. So now I will have to bring this edited image into the track, second track. I am bringing it, and when I am bringing this one, this is actually occupying the entire screen, but I have to actually do it only for a particular place. So how do I do it? So I just click on this one, right click, there is something called the transform. So click the transform. Now you will see the blue dots. So with control shift, carefully you reduce the size, and do it in such a way that it actually overlaps with the actual image where you want to do. So in the center you go here and just adjust it a little bit so that it fits exactly at the place where it was there in the original file, and come to the property side. So here you will see some changes are there, so we will have to actually correct those changes. So the scale, we have to keep it like a constant one, so we have to now identify till what time the clip continues with the same slide. So when we go here, it is going here. So little bit more earlier. It's okay. So up to here the slide continues. So I just click that image and drag it till this place, and so this is how the actually the right picture is present here. And now if we start from the beginning to play this one, how does it look? We will see that, and you can actually play this once again. So now you see the edited one. So this once we are comfortable with how it looks, then what we can do is basically we can stop the video. So now you come out because this is having a red line. So once you come out and click that and then you play, the corrected one is visible now. So we are actually continuing here till the end of this one. So I'll just pause here right now, and this way we have actually made the correction on this particular part. So let me pause the video. So there is another error here. India is the capital of New Delhi and India is the third largest democracy. So we have to make corrections in this particular slide also. So how we can do that is basically we will go back to the our presentation and go to the right slide, and here we have to make the changes. So what I do is I just cut and paste uh, or modify it accordingly. So now this is a correct statement, and India is the second largest. So this also I have included, and I also want to include some additional information so that I can also introduce like a small text box. India is surrounded by sea in three sides. So this also I want to change. So here what I can actually do is I can change the font, and whatever changes you want to make, you can make it. And this also we will put it in the other one. So I bring it close to this one, and again we go back to the snipping tool, create a new one, and then we just cut this part only which we are actually. So before that, see the boxes are seen, so I have to click it once again, and new, so that no errors are there. So I copy this and it is now copied. So save as the PNG file. So this time I will give the name edit2, and I save this file. Then I go to the video shot, and now I have to make the corrections here in this particular place. So I just move to the beginning of this slide, and once I am there, okay, I have to insert the correction here. So again go to file, import file. Now this is the edit2. I want to import this as a simple thing. So simply drag it and keep it on this one. So let me bring it because the timeline you have to be very careful. So now see, this is occupying the entire screen. So we have to adjust this right now. So this is now occupying the entire screen. So right click and go to the transform. So here the size is there. So you see the blue dots. So the blue dots are the indications. So hold the control shift and reduce the size. Then it will come automatically. Uniformly the size will reduce. So now if it is actually go to the center and then bring it over to the corrections where you actually want to do the correction. So this is a little bit smaller, so we have to just increase the size. And when you press and hold with the control key, then it is much easier. So now you have to just align it, and that's it. So once this is done, you come out and click that cursor once. So this is now embedded into your actual slide. So with this one, now what you have to do is, and now make sure this goes till the end. So now you see this is the uncorrected version and this is the corrected version. So you take this till the slide is ending, because that is how we have to go. And if this is till the end of the slide, or rather it is end of the video, so I just click it and then drag it till the end of the slide. So then it becomes perfectly fine. And now what we have to do is we have to go to the, now that these two corrections are made in this particular one, go to the file and then we have to export the project, export the video. And when it comes like this is test, I will put the name test1, and I'll browse it to maybe the documents folder. I'll just put it and select the folder. I choose the documents folder, and the profile what MP4 and high definition one. I'll just export it as a very simple one, like 720p with lower resolution. I'll just go with this one and export video. So this will be done very quickly because the entire file is just less than a minute or close to a minute, and we are also exporting it with lower resolution. So this can very quickly do the job, and I'll pause it right now, and once it is done we will see this. So now it shows done. So once it is done, we will let us look at the video where it is, and we will see how it had exported. So this is the test video, and so now you see this is the corrected version you are seeing here. I'll just pause it here, and I'll take the original one, which was so this is the test document one, and let me open with another software to see how it actually works. Open with, let me see, photos. So here you see this is the final document, and this is the original one. This is a test document. So you can see the difference between these two. And if you go to the next one, like where we have, say India is the capital, and here when you come here, so you play this file. So this directly came here without any hiccups. So here you say India is the capital of New Delhi. This is the corrected version where you say New Delhi is the capital of India. And here the third largest democracy is corrected as second largest democracy. And you have also added some more additional information to the slide. So this way you can actually use the exported. See, this is the exported file from the OpenShot. So that way we can easily make small corrections changes when you are using this software.